My IQ's the infinite spectrum.
To heck with that! This episode got worse and worse every second of it that I watched. This is worse than Rainbow Falls. This is the worst episode of My Little Pony Friends of Magic. This Equestria Games, and even that title is false advertising. Because it happens at the Equestria Games. Oh wait, I just realized. This is just Rainbow Falls Part 2. It even has a problem of having the title be the name of the place. Why would you name an episode after the setting? Okay, look. Forget, let's just get into this huge title episode so I can tear into it and explain why this episode is terrible. Why it's the worst episode of the series, even worse than Rainbow Falls. Let's dive right in.
This just got real. Listen up, gang. We're almost there, so I've got a few things to say. First off, who here besides me thinks this is the best Equestria Games delegation in Ponyville history? And no matter what your sport is, we gotta give it our best, because we've all got a genuine shot at Ponyville Gold. With the possible exception of Bulk Biceps, Fluttershy, and me. I mean, we're good and all, but we're up against the Wonderbolts in the aerial relay, so gold's kind of a stretch. Let's not kid ourselves.
Don't feel bad, Rainbow Dash. We have absolutely no shot at winning gold either.
That's because you're carrying the flag for Ponyville in the opening ceremony.
Exposition, rush it out ASAP.
So after a bunch of telling not showing, Spike is taken away by a bunch of royal guards and brought to the princess.
Put me down!
What's going on?
Spike, are you alright?
1,000 pardons, O great and honorable Spike, the brave and glorious. Huh?
So the ponies here think I'm some kind of hero, huh? More of the green ones, please. I like the green ones.
Last time you were here, you got the Crystal Heart to Princess Cadence in time to save this entire empire from destruction.
You are known throughout my empire as great and honorable, Spike the brave and glorious.
Isn't that awesome? You're a big shot here, Spike. See that? That's you!
Hello, gorgeous.
What happened to his voice just there?
Hello, gorgeous.
Is that supposed to be a reference? Is he impersonating a famous actor or something? Where's the joke? I don't get it.
This is why we all hope you do us the honor of lighting the torch at the opening ceremony. You'd be the very first dragon in the history of the Equestria Games to do so.
Of course I'll do it. And, bonus, I can do it with my fire breath.
Now, when I first saw this, two things went through my mind. First, I figured that this was a way of the writers making up for all the garbage they put Spike through during the season by having him be treated this way. And second, I thought the plot was going to be about Spike getting arrogant and all big shot, that he was the savior of the Crystal Empire, kind of like a better version of how Das was in the Mysterious Murder-Well. Yes, I thought it was going to be like kind of a way of fixing Mysterious Murder-Well, like making up for it. And I figured that he'd go around all pompous and arrogant, Spike would think he's a big shot. But then when the time to light the torch came, like at the end of the episode, Spike would realize that he was scared and get nervous, and now would show the message of pride goes before a fall. Now that would have been an excellent plot for this episode. They could have done a whole lot with an arrogant Spike, kind of like Draco Malfoy, or young Simba, or something like that. And that would have made his fall at the end with him being choked up at the torch seem more interesting and more gratifying. Unfortunately, the plot we get in this episode is just, it's just so pathetic.
Places for the procession, every pony! 2 minutes!
That scene spoke volumes, absolute volumes. I'm not gonna explain what just went on there. If you really are a Brony, and if you really are a fan of the show, if you know the characters, and if you know anything about emotions and friendship, then I'm pretty sure you know exactly what went on in that scene. So yeah, this episode's in total garbage. There are these tiny flecks of microscopic gold in it, I guess.
And you're quite certain you also understand exactly what you're supposed to do?
I stand where you tell me until you give me the signal, and then I walk over and light the torch.
Couldn't be simpler.
I have to agree with Mrs. Harmony here. It couldn't be simpler. I mean, all Spike has to do is go over there and breathe. Because he's a dragon, he breathes fire. He does it all the time. He always sending letters or breathing spurts of flame, stuff like that. It's just to be easier for him. I mean, how could it possibly be hard? All he has to do is get up there and breathe. Just breathe. You don't have to learn how to breathe. You don't forget how to breathe. It's simple. Easy as pie. Very, very simple. Easy peasy 1, 2, 3, Z. Just simple. All Spike has to do is... Oh, don't worry about it. Sure, it's a little nerve-wracking with all those ponies there, but it's not like you have to do anything hard. It's not like you're kind of have to sing or dance or something crazy like that. All you have to do is get up there and breathe. Just breathe, Spike. You can breathe, right? Just breathe. You're a dragon. You breathe fire. Just get up there and breathe.
Now, please welcome the delegation from Ponyville!
Ponyville forever! Yay! Awesome!
So we get to see the Key Maker taking this little thing from right to the finish. And then we go back to Spike.
This is the signal. I'm giving you the signal now. Mr. the Dragon.
No, that didn't happen.
Mr. the Dragon, would you like the torch already?
I don't know what it is, but I just don't have the stuff today. Did you bring a match?
You're a fire-breathing dragon.
Then some cough drops, maybe? Never mind. I'll keep trying.
He forgot how to breathe fire? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? I mean, come on! What? And by the way, this visual gag is kind of disturbing. Ugh. Come on! He's a dragon! How does he forget how to breathe fire? I mean, it's like forgetting how to breathe air! I mean, I'm pretty sure breathing fire is a dragon's nature. I'm pretty sure you can't forget how to do it. I mean, all I have to do is just breathe fire. You know what? Okay, maybe not overreacting, but you know what kind of ruins this scene? You know what kind of like shoots this scene in the foot? This scene earlier.
I stand where you tell me until you give me the signal, and then I walk over and light the torch.
Couldn't be simpler.
You can't be this stupid! You can't! I mean, you literally just stated out loud why this can't work! I mean, what are you, a moron?
Light! Light!
Oh, come on. Now it looks like he's trying to poop. And no, I'm not joking. He legitimately looks like he's trying to poop right there. So after that scene, the Keymaker Caesars are congratulated by their sisters for their job well done, but then Twilight brings up Spike's fire-breathing problem.
You three really were wonderful. But does any pony know what was going on with Spike?
He sure seemed to be having a tough time of it out there.
He put things right in time, though.
Actually, it was me. I didn't want him to be embarrassed, so I cast a secret spell to light it for him.
Oh dear. Have you told him?
No, but he might have figured it out on his own.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Spike is smart, and And he did give plenty of suspicious-looking faces when that torch lit up by itself. So he probably already knows what happened. And
there I was, trying to light the torch with all of Equestria watching, and feeling like the hugest failure ever. And then the thing just lit. It was amazing.
Oh, phew. I was afraid you'd be upset.
Upset? Are you kidding? Why would I be upset to discover I can light fire with my mind?
no, that didn't happen.
What? Look, it's the great and honorable Spike the Brave and Glorious.
Can we get your autograph?
Sure. How you saved our empire last time you were here was really amazing. You know what else is amazing? Watch this. Don't worry. Once it bursts into flames through brain power, I'll send another one for you. Promise.
Spike, may I have a word with you a moment?
You better be careful with that. Might burst into flames later. Delayed reaction.
Who wrote this episode? Alright, Dave, listen to me. I don't care what kind of joke you're trying to do here, because first of all, that joke wasn't funny. That was sad. That was very sad, because according to you, Spike is an idiot. Well, you know what? No. Spike is not an idiot. Spike is supposed to be smart. Like, usually Spike is the smartest character on the show. Remember Lesson 0? Remember Equestria Girls? Spike is one of the best characters on the show. And if you're gonna spit on him, make him into a complete idiot like this, like, wow. I mean, will you just watch the show you're writing for? Look, I know you like to write comedy. Well, how about this? Never write episodes by yourself. You could be on the comedic side and team up with another writer, because you can't hold on to a plot by yourself if you're gonna write Spike as a complete idiot like this.
Hey, Twig, what is it? Hold on. Give me a second. If I can set
oh my gosh, he's still trying to milk this joke? Oh my god, it stopped being funny in the first 5 seconds. Why do you keep going on the same freaking joke? Get on with it!
Yes, get on with it!
No, because you can't.
Oh, really? So how do you explain what happened down there in front of thousands and thousands of...
I did it, Spike. I cast a spell to do it for you.
In front of thousands and thousands?
I'm sorry, Spike. I just couldn't stand to see you stuck like that. You understand, don't you?
I need to be alone right now.
Spike?
Aren't you gonna chase after him? Aren't you gonna keep an eye on him? Support him? Make sure he's okay? Make sure he doesn't try to commit suicide? No? Well, okay. It's your choice, oh princess of friendship. Oh sure, the Equestria Games, yeah, that's way more important than Spike. Who cares about Spike? We got the Equestria Games to look forward to. Yeah, forget Spike. Got the Equestria Games. Yeah, Spike doesn't matter compared to this, of course.
Sarcasm self-test complete.
Step right over here. Unicorns will no longer be admitted without a disabling spell. To prevent cheating. And make sure you don't even try casting a spell or we'll know it.
Okay, that was pretty cool. So we have a relay race that's basically just a rehash of Rainbow Falls. And it turns out that Cloudsdale and the Wonderbolts get first place. Of course, because it's the Wonderbolts. I consider that cheating. How are you going to have professional athletes on your team? You're going to win. Who is going to beat the Wonderbolts? Anyway, the Ponyville team, when I say the Ponyville team, I mean Rainbow Dash, gets second place. And the Griffins get third place. And what bothers me is that, why don't we get to hear the Griffins talk? Why don't we get to interact with them? The Griffins are just there. They're not used. You could have just used the normal ponies. I mean, what's the point of putting Griffins there if we do not explore while they're there, their personalities, or what they're gonna do?
Maybe there's something else I can do for the games. You know, something really worthy of the Crystal Empire's admiration?
What are you talking about? You lit the torch for the whole thing!
Well, actually, that wasn't really...
That wasn't worthy enough for you? Ugh, for pony's sake. Next thing you know, you'll be asking to put on a rock concert. Ugh.
Celebrities. Wait, that's it!
Wait, so is he gonna play guitar or something? That sounds awesome!
Congratulations to all our medalists. And now, the anthem of...
And I shall do the honor of singing!
Oh no, please don't let this be a repeat of the Showstoppers.
Well, I know all the words to our anthem, and we'll sing them for you now, loud and proud, to the enjoyment of all!
And now, the Cloudsdale anthem as sung by Spike.
Wait, the Cloudsdale anthem?
They only play the anthem for the winners, Spike. The Wonderbolts are from Cloudsdale.
But I don't know the words to the Cloudsdale anthem.
This is going to hurt.
I've never even heard it.
Oh, great and honorable Spike, the brave and glorious!
Oh, we're the Wonderbolts, and we're super fast, and we're from Cloudsdale, which is a part of Equestria, that we like best, and we're proud, and we're fast, and we like it because it really has nice trees. Yeah, we love the town because it's so cool, and we like to fly really fast, and everything like that. I kind of wish this was over, cause it isn't yet over. Now, oh, we're the Wonderbolts, and we're super fast, and we're from Cloudsdale. We like it there because it's really nice, and the trees are cool, and I hope this is over now.
Wow. Well, that was a lot worse than the Showstoppers. Well, at least it's over.
And it keeps going on, la la la.
Shut up! Shut up! Every second you speak is killing something I used to love inside of me. Will you please just shut up? God! This is awful! That's awful! I'd much rather read the credits like I'm reading a memoriam of poor people who dedicated their lives to this horribleness! All adding up to
something a million times worse than the Showstoppers. I would rather listen to Scootaloo screeching that GMC theme song than to this terrible abomination of music. Oh my gosh! Like, it's not that his voice was bad, like, it was just so awkward and so terrible. Oh my gosh, like, this was uncomfortable to sit through. This is Friendship is witchcraft levels. This entire episode is like one of the better episodes of Friendship is witchcraft. I know it's a lot to say, but I'm saying about that. This is just as bad as Friendship is witchcraft. And don't tell me that it's supposed to be bad, or that was the point, or it's supposed to be awkward and terrible. Well, no, like, I get it, like, he doesn't know the words, he can't sing the song, but you don't have to drag it out so long, you don't have to make it so uncomfortable to listen to. Like, back in Showstoppers, come on, Scootaloo singing wasn't that bad. It was still enjoyable. And the stuff that happened in the background with the other Crusaders and how the thing fell apart and they were dancing around, that was part of the joke. That was fun. It was funny. It wasn't painful to sit through. But this terrible song, oh my gosh, it makes you want to rip my ears out. And look at how awkward. Look at the facial expressions of this. Like, and you do realize that pretty much everyone in Equestria is there, and the Different Kingdom apparently. This is terrible. Like, do you want? Like, we shouldn't want to see Spike suffer. I mean, back in the Showstoppers, nothing was at stake. It was in the town still. This is Spike, the hero of the Crystal Empire, being completely humiliated like this. This isn't fun. This isn't funny. Dave Polsky, you are writing some very sick humor here.
So I wish that this song was over now. Over now. Over.
Pinkie Pie, shut up.
Buck, you coming?
Nah, I got this stuff to pack up.
But you've been moping in here for almost the entire games. And tonight's the closing ceremony.
Which means we leave tomorrow. Ergo, the packing.
You know who's missing from this scene? The main six! You know, those 6 ponies who are Spike's friends? The ones who are the be with him in his time of need? As you can see, they're not here. Oh my gosh, the friendship in this episode is terrible. I mean, seriously, Spike has just been humiliated in front of millions and millions of ponies, and no one sees the characters except CMC. Yeah, go CMC. They're the best characters in this because they seem actually to be the only ones who care about Spike. It's not even like Rainbow Dash and Force are like in the games at this point. No, this time it's Ice Archery, and no one from Ponyville is in there. So why are they watching the games? Why are they comforting Spike? Who cares about the games? There's a friend in trouble. It's not like any friend is in the game. So why don't you just go to Spike? Are you kidding me?
I was looking for Spike. Have you seen him? He wouldn't come. We tried to talk him into it, but he wouldn't listen. You can have his extra seat, though.
You have no idea how much I want to take a clip of Nostlagia Critic shooting his gun and editing this video in such a way that it looks like the Nostlagia Critic shoots Pinkie Pie in the face. Oh my... I'm convinced. Pinkie Pie is a sociopath. Between the way she treated Fluttershy and Flaminelli, the way she threatened that little cute little filly in Traja, and the way she just offers up Spike's seat cheerfully as if he doesn't matter. Sociopath! After this scene, Twilight goes to find Spike and comfort him in his time of need.
No more hiding out. You're coming with me. Now.
Writers, did you play the Spyro the Dragon games growing up, and it was just too hard for you, and you kept losing all your lives, you couldn't beat the game, and all your friends could get further than you, and they beat the game, and they teased you and mocked you because you couldn't play Spyro the Dragon, and that caused you to get this seething hatred for all dragons, and now, as you write this show and you have a dragon character, you put all your hatred and malice into torturing this character in order to make yourselves feel better? Is that it?
Okay.
Well, this is a children's show, so we gotta have some kind of resolution to all this. So you're probably wondering, how is all this resolved? How do you get the happy ending to this story? Well, you're not gonna believe this. Just watch what they pull out of thin air. You know, originally, I thought the arrow was going to hit one of the princesses, and then Spike would have to use his fire to save the princess from freezing. But no, Ovik is actually a lot more stupid. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
Cut the disabling spell!
There isn't time!
Dash! Fluttershy! Move!
If these things are so dangerous, why are they being used in a sporting event? Dear Princess Celestia, you are a waste of lots and lots of space! If you're the output of the sun, why don't you use a fire spell or a fire beam or a solar flare and melt that thing? Are you seriously telling me that they put the princesses through that anti-magical barrier thing too? That's ridiculous!
To prevent cheating.
And if they did, what happens if there's a chanceling attack or some kind of emergency? Are they all doomed? How the hell is he doing this? Did he turn to Mario or something? Deus Ex Machina! Where'd that umbrella come from?
I just wanted to thank you personally for saving those ponies and the games. Oh, great and honorable Spike, the brave and glorious. You must be very proud.
Here's something else that bothered me. Like, was that cloud really any danger? I mean, ponies could easily run away and get away from it. And if it fell, it wouldn't really cause that much trouble, would it? I mean, would it have exploded into a huge ice storm that would have frozen the entire place? Would it have blown up like a huge bomb or something? What exactly was at stake there? Anyway, you'd think after that, everything would be okay, right? Well, for some reason, saving the Equestria Games from that huge giant ice cloud still wasn't enough for Spike.
I guess.
You guess?
I just saw what needed to be done and reacted. Just so happens I can breathe fire, and if any of you could do that, you'd have done the same.
Forgive me for being blunt, Spike, but you're not making a lick of sense.
Well, it's just how I feel.
Wait a second. I think I get it. You keep saying you let every pony down, but we all keep saying you didn't. You know who was disappointed in you, Spike? You. And only you can make it right with you again. What would that take, Spike?
Translation, we're not the problem, Spike. You're the problem. Get over yourself.
Would you do me the great honor of lighting fireworks in my place at the closing ceremonies tonight?
Come on, Spike. You saved the Crystal Empire. Twice. I think you can light some fireworks.
I guess I have to at least give it a shot. You know, it's kind of weird. No matter how many times others tell you you're great, all the praise in the world means nothing if you don't feel it inside. Sometimes to feel good about yourself, you've got to let go of the past. That way, when the time comes to let your greatness fly, you'll be able to light up the whole sky.
So Spike lights the fireworks, he gives his moral, and that's the end. The end of the worst episode of My Little Pony Princess Magic, period. Oh my gosh, this episode was just terrible. It was awful. It was, ugh, man, that was bad. I mean, if this is a thief of expectations, I mean, we start off with everyone treating Spike good. Like, it looks like Spike's gonna get his time to sign. Yeah, he's happy, he's being worshipped as a hero, everything's fine. But then the show portrays him as a fool, then portrays him as an idiot, then portrays him as an even bigger idiot and a fool, then portrays him as a depressed, sad character, and then as a hero again, then depressed, then, oh, this is terrible. Like, this was all over the place. I mean, it had no, wow. And don't forget that ear-raping musical number. Ugh. Then we have Pinkie Pie being her usual sociopathic self. Seriously, why are all those writers making her out to be so cruel? I mean, seriously, this is a pattern. This happened 3 times. I mean, once is an accident, twice is forgivable, but 3 times? Oh my gosh. Like, that's just not right. And that ending was just so lazy. It was just one big Deus Ex Machina. Oh my goodness. Well, it's like they just ran out of ideas. So, let's just make a disaster happen. Like, make an ice-related disaster, have Spike fix it with his fire breath, and he's a hero again. Everyone's happy. Hooray. Yeah, they were just so lazy with the ending. Like, and they spent so much time tearing Spike down throughout this. I'm sorry. I don't think you realize what happened during that song scene. There's cameras there. There's ponies from all over Equestria. Millions and millions of ponies all looking at him making a fool out of himself, singing that stupid song, embarrassing Cloudsdale, embarrassing her friends, embarrassing Princess Twilight because isn't Spike Twilight's assistant? I'm pretty sure you all know that. So then all the tabloids are going to be on him too. Oh my goodness, like, I know I'm not taking this too seriously, but this episode was just painful. I mean, I see myself in Spike's shoes during that scene, all alone looked down by millions of people singing a song I don't know how to do. Like, oh my gosh, that's not funny. I know Dave Palsy is comedy, but here's the thing. This is not funny. Like I said, friendship is witchcraft. This is anti-humor, and it's not enjoyable. This episode wasn't fun to watch. It was painful to watch. I hate this episode. It was just a Spike torture porn. Just replace Spike with Squidward, and you'd have a SpongeBob episode. And Pinkie Pie SpongeBob. It all makes perfect sense. And another thing. If the title of the episode is the Equestria Games, and if the whole season has been leading up and hinting at and pushing and hyping up the Equestria Games, how come in the episode we barely see the Equestria Games? This episode is not about the Equestria Games, it's about Spike. Again, this episode should be called Spike's Trial, or the Day of the Spiking, or something related to Spike, because this was not what the Equestria Games. We saw 2 events that relay race with both Biceps, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy, which all that did was remind me about Rainbow Falls, another Trail episode, and the Ice Arrow episode that only existed to make the Duelist Machina disaster that Spike had to save. This episode was extremely contrived, extremely phoned in, and it was a cheat, because Best Night Ever with the Grand Galloping Gala was a better season finale, because we actually got to see the Grand Galloping Gala. It was all about the Grand Galloping Gala and the ponies' desires there. This Equestria Games, it was not the Equestria Games. It was Spike's story, and a terrible one at that. It was Spike's torment, Spike torture porn. I keep saying that. I'm gonna say this episode was a cheat. It was a lie, and it was horrible to sit through. We didn't even get one line out of the Griffins. Not one line out of those Griffins. They didn't say a word. They didn't do anything. We didn't even get to see Gilda or no one. We got Griffins there. You got Griffins, like another race, another. Look, why are they there? Why aren't there any minotaurs, goats, donkeys? Just Griffins? Why are there Griffins there? What if they're our purpose? Why are they there? Explain to me. We need to know these things. If you're gonna put something interesting and cool like Griffins, we should be able to see what's going on. You shouldn't tease us like this. You shouldn't cheat us like this. That just shows how lazy you are. This episode was horrible. It was the worst. And you know what really gets me mad? You know what really makes me furious? I know that when those famous Brony analysts come up next week, they're going to say how much they love this episode. They're going to be gushing over it. They're going to be analyzing all the good stuff in it, saying how Spike grew as a character, how we get to see these ice arrows that's to the world. We're going to see how Spike is a hero in the Crystal Empire. All these things that make it good, while ignoring the obvious parts. You're saying, oh, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this video to each and every Brony analyst tonight. I'm going to send it each to all of them and dare them to comment me on it. I'm going to dare them to respond to what I have to say on this episode. Either they can agree or they can disagree. If they disagree, I expect them to talk to me directly, because I may be a little Brony analyst, I may be new, but they can't cross me. I'm just as good as analysts as they are, and I'll prove it. I'm going to send this video to them, and I dare them to reply, unless they're too chicken to do it. This is Matthais Unidostres, and I just saw the worst episode of My Little Pony Princess Magic I've ever seen in my entire life.
Twilight lived in Canterlot, she studied hard, she couldn't stop. There never was a page she didn't read. I gifted school to be the best, she had to pass a terrible test. Her mind was full of stress she didn't need. And then there came a huge explosion, changed her like a magic potion. Zap, crack, she hatched a dragon, grown to a size it shouldn't be. Little did you know, on that very day, she befriended a creature that would help her every way. Through the excitement and through the peril, always there to stay. A dragon is the finest creature ever. There's more to it than just guarding treasure. But your name will be your room, you'll harmonize to any tune. Name a time, whatever the weather is like, at your service, always better.